and welcome along to Northern Farms. Field 8 is ready for seeding, but before we can start, we need to refill the seeder. Meanwhile, the cows, sheep, and chickens all need some attention too. Let's get farming. In order to get everything done today, then we're going to have to start off down at the shop. We need seeds, and I think we might even need a little bit of hay to feed the sheep and the cows. So we're going to need a new trailer, I think, in order to facilitate all of that as well. Let's get our forks down and pop into the shop then. And we're going to need a pallet of seed. And based on last year, a single pallet of seed should do us. So let's grab one of these. Yes. Okay. And I think while I'm down here, what we'll do is we'll probably grab a couple of pallets of solid fertilizer as well, because we're going to need those for later. And looking at what we have in storage, we do actually still have 13,500 liters of hay. So I'm not going to buy any of those. Finally, we need something to transport it all back on, and we're actually going to use this, an old favorite of mine from when we were on Attingham Park. This is the agricultural trailer. This will work absolutely brilliantly for us. We'll take the bale trailer setup. We'll go with standard wheels, main color, everything is good. And as per the new patron setup and channel member setup, we need to choose somebody to go onto this number plate. And congratulations to FarmCatGR. I've gone with FM01CAT for you. So congratulations to you. Picked at random from the producer level patrons and channel members. And there we go. So let's buy this because we can. It's only 5,200. And then we can transport stuff back. So it looks like out here, yeah, we've got 2 pallets of fertilizer, 1 pallet of seeds. And can I squeeze through there? I might be able to. Let's just bring this round. Yeah, we can squeeze in there. So this trailer should keep fairly level, thankfully, while we're loading it up with stuff. And that will be quite useful. So there we go. Extend that out and up. And then this will, actually we'll put this on sideways because we're going to probably want to unload this in a way that makes it easy to get at from the side. So we'll do it from the side here, and that will work out much better for us. This trailer should be much more useful to us as well when we're selling things like the eggs. It will give us the ability to get them on here and get them into these smaller areas. And we should never have enough to fill up our big bale trailer. So I think this will work out fairly well for us. Let's just push these on here like this. And then we can get everything strapped down once we've dropped those off. So strap. That's interesting. We can strap the seeds down without issue, but the actual fertilizer, that ends up being strapped down through the pallets rather than over the top of them. Either way, that should be all fairly secure on there. We can hook this up and head back to the farm. And yeah, I think this trailer is going to be a really useful little trailer to have with our telehandler here. I am wondering if we have enough money right now to stretch and buy fields 3 and 4, or even any other fields that are around our farm. It would be a very interesting setup, I think, to be able to go and do that. Let's just back this up here so we have easy access to the seeds. Start this tractor up and refill it. Yeah, so that's close enough. And then we will lift this up, cover it up as well. So yeah, do that. do I even have that mod on here? I don't. So we'll cover it up from in the cab. And then I want to try and get this set up so that we can set it going with, well, with course play. So let's give that a try and see if we can do it in such a way that the field won't give us a massive problem. So I think to do that, we're going to need to get maybe 3 headlands on it. We will start with the center. The headland corners I'm going to go round, and then we can clean those up later. Hopefully it will keep it away from getting stuck. We will go clockwise first, and that should do it. Now the direction, hopefully automatic should do it. So let's generate it. And it's gone fairly easily, and it looks like we've got a fairly good setup here. In fact, I'm pretty happy with that. So let's go get the tractor started. And our start point for this is this top corner here. So we can back this up, get this started. And 3, I really hope that 3 is enough. First waypoint. And we've got barley selected. Let's get it going. And hopefully that will be good enough to get this field done. We are going to have to roller this later, of course, because although we've cleared the big stones off this side, we've got lots of small stones over the other side. And with the feeder going, that now frees us up to empty off this trailer, put some of this into storage, and get cracking on sorting our animals out. Now, I believe our cows need feed, so we'll have to get the Vultra over here on our feeding trailer. Our sheep need water, so that's something we can fix fairly quickly. And our chickens, I think, also need feed. So that, again, is something we can fix fairly easily with the bucket and this. So that's probably the last thing we'll do, because we'll need the we'll need to switch our implements on the front of this. And the easiest one for us to do is to get the water trailer and get the sheep with some extra water to keep them going. So with all of our pallets away, I've hooked up the water trailer to this, and we should be a little bit more maneuverable in the telehandler, in the Merlot. So I think we can get around here a bit easier. I'm not 100% sure where my pallets spawn for the wool for the sheep. I've not had any indication that they've failed to spawn. Ah, there they are. Now, we've not got a lot of wool so far. We're up to 572 kilograms. So just over a half a pallet. And we'll fill this up. And already I'm seeing my tractor getting blocked. Yep, it's up this top end here. It's really not a huge fan of this. So we'll stop this here. Don't know why that's getting blocked on that, because it should recognize that as a wall that it can't get past. I don't know if 4 headlands, though, might be more appropriate for this field. If it is, if it gets stuck down here again, I think I might rework everything and see if we can get it done with 4. Or, as I said before, I think we would actually benefit from having a grass area just at the top of this field. Trailer full of water. Let's get this then into the water trough. And yeah, plenty of food it looks like for the sheep. We just need to sort the water situation. So unload this into there. 2,000 litres of water should keep them going for a little while. And in fact, yeah, just not very long and not a huge amount of food. So we're going to have to keep an eye on this. Right, next to the cows, who are completely out of mixed ration. So we're going to switch over the implement we have on the front. Get rid of the pallet fork. Connect up the veil spike. And then before I go and pick up the tractor and pull out our mixing wagon, what I need to do is actually go and grab some of a couple of the silage bales, I think. First though, my tractor is blocked again, and yeah, this is not going to be an effective way to do this. I think we need a fourth headland mixed in here. So let's turn this around to take it back to the entrance of the field, and we'll redefine this course and see if we can't get a fourth headland in. But it's not recognizing those fences as something it should be avoiding. It's just getting stuck on them all the time. So we'll up it to 4 headlands, generate that course. And again, we're starting up at the top corner there, but we'll see where it overlaps where we've already gone. So to do that, I'm going to turn on the full course setup. We can see that it's going to be the top end of the field, I think. And yeah, there should be plenty of space for that to turn around there. So I'll go line that up and set it off. Being a little bit more realistic about this, I need to unwrap these 2 bales before we pick them up. Grab them and lift. Right. So 2 of these, 2 hay bales, 1 straw, and that should give us a trailer full of feed for the cows. This is where having 2 tractors on the farm starts to come in handy. Having 1 working the field and 1 doing the other work. And that seems to have turned around at this end of the field fine. So 4 headlands seems to be a good setup for that. Let's back this into here, hook it up. And then I just want to pull this far enough out that we can load it up. I think the trouble's going to be that we need to pull it at this sort of angle. Well, let's start up the mixer as well. There we go. And then 2 of these into here to start us off. And down. And then we just back off and hopefully they'll go through. Nope, they just loaded in. Perfect. So now we need to move this trailer out the way, which will fit actually quite nicely in part of here. And this is really the part of the yard where this trailer should be. It's going to deal more with the animals than the other bits. So we can move this just out the way over here. Park it down the side. And then that gives us really good access to our bales. And this is very much our bale shed now. We've got the spreader in here still, but we know we're going to be taking that out shortly. Now I need 2 bales. And we've got 3 in the shed. So let's pull all 3 out. And then I should be able to, if I get this right, pick this up, extend the arm out, put it down, and then drop that at the back there like so. Perfect. And then we're able to just pick these 2 up and put them into the feed. Up they go and in. And yeah, the side of this doesn't seem to catch the bales. Oh, it does at a certain height. So yeah, the extension on the top of it actually doesn't seem to have a collision. And then 1 last bale. Just push it on there with the wall a little bit and we'll get this loaded in as well. And I think this should top the whole thing off. And in fact, just a single bale, I think, will give us a full setup here. Let's have a look. Yeah, we're heading that way, so we can reverse this in and get the cows fed and make them happy and get them producing milk again, which is very much what we need, with 8,000 litres available for us to send every so often. However, our seeder is blocked once again. Courseplay not playing ball today. And it is, I think, the top end of this field. It's just so close to that fence. And we've got the same problem, actually, at the bottom end of the field. We need to get it so that this field has a good amount of barriers at both ends, because it's causing us a problem with both our crops at the moment. So how are our cows looking? 21,000 litres. They use 42,000 a year. We don't have the hay. So what we'll have to do is we will have to get some more hay and then feed them another trailer full to keep them going for the rest of the year. For now, I'm just going to park my mixing wagon back up at the far end of the shed. And we'll go and sort the chickens out now that they are, now that we've got both the sheep and the cows done. And that means that first we need to, again, switch our bit of a kit. We need to go and grab the bucket and put that onto the front. This, of course, being an overloading bucket, we need to put the hydraulics on and then round to the other end. And that seems to be turning around all right at the moment. We might be okay with that tractor. At least I'm hoping so, because what I'd really like to do is get rolling those seeds in. I should be able to put this under here and refill, and we've got plenty of barley in here. Only 55% of this, but it should be enough to feed the chickens, I think, and keep them going. Now, getting at the chickens is going to be the fun bit. We do have a pallet of eggs in the way at the moment, but I think we might be able to get at them from this angle here. So bring that there, extend this over. Yeah, like so. Bit of a reach. But that seems to be going into their feed trough. Yes. Yeah, that is going into their feed trough. Perfect. Right, let's see what that's done for our chickens. That has given them 2,243. However, they take 6,000 now because our chickens are all, well, we've got a lot of chickens. We keep getting more and more. They keep reproducing at quite a good rate. 12 months old, 25 months old, 16 months old, and 14 months old. So are we full in our chicken pen then? Quite possibly, based on the fact that we haven't had any chickens born for a while. Maybe we can make a little bit of money by selling 30 of these off. Let's sell off the 25-month-old chickens, which aren't reproducing, and see if we can make a little bit of cash from them today. Just gonna park this here. And yeah, our pasture is full. So we want to sell off the oldest chickens. Sell off all of them, all 30. And that is going to make us a grand total of £600. But still, that's £600 we wouldn't have had otherwise. And make space for more chickens to be born into our pen. So with all that done, we can turn our attention to our tractor, which seems to have got itself stuck by the looks of things in the hedgerow. I think the only thing we can say and do then as a result is just line things up. We'll get this going. We will then set up a GPS course and get the rest of this field done ourselves. So nearest waypoint, no. Nearest waypoint, and get it going. Once we've gone a little bit and it has set itself up, yeah, we will stop it there. We will then set ourselves a new GPS course. And the way I'm going to do this is actually to do... We don't want it to be on the terrain angle, so we'll turn snap terrain angle off, and we'll do A plus heading and 178 and set cardinal. Perfect. We'll then auto width and set, start it up, drop it down, and we should be able to finish this field now. Pat, where are you going? Yeah, our lines seem to be a little bit off the track, so we'll move that across to there. That should have a good overlap. We'll take it off the course, back it up, back on the course, and away we go. And then we can clear this course play off, because that's mucking up, and with us at the helm we should be able to clear this off fairly quickly. Now, while working my way across this field, I've been thinking more about the chickens and how would be a good way to make money from chickens, because as we've seen, the eggs don't produce that quickly, but the number of chicks do. And I think that probably the best way to do it is every time you end up with some chicks born, sell the oldest chickens and keep going. And if you can get it at a rate where you're turning over, or a number that you're turning over on a regular basis, I think you'd actually make a fair amount of money from the chickens. So I think that's something definitely to experiment with, see if I can work out how often chicks are born, and as part of that, we'd then be in a place where we can make money from chickens, which is something I've never been able to do with Farm Sim before. Just gone 5 o'clock and we are most of the way through this field. I think we're going to have to get a pretty big roller and go and roll around the edge, or roll around the whole field, make sure that we can get the whole thing done. It's not a huge thing, and it's not going to give us a massive boost, and I'm umming and erring about whether to actually do it, to be honest. The small stones aren't going to cause a lot of issues with our equipment. Then they're not going to damage it very much. And I'm not sure the boost from rolling this is that big. So maybe it's not something that we need to do. But we do need to get the rest of this in today, and I probably want to start concentrating on the carrots for next time. And yeah, it's going to be carrot planting, but first we need to mulch and cultivate field 5. So there's a lot to do next time anyway. We're going to have to see exactly where we are at what time on here, because at the moment, I'm not so sure I'm going to roll this. Main body of the field is pretty much done. We're just running along this headland here to cover this. It's going to be gone 6 o'clock by the time we finish this field. So thankfully, we are going to get all of this seeded. I think it's only like a 2.5% boost to actually get this field fully seeded, or fully rolled. So I'm very much at the moment looking at this and going, yeah, we don't really need to do that. I could get a big roller out on here, but with the end of the day now having hit us, I'm not really sure that we need to do it. It's also going to cost us a whack of money in order to get this done in a time that makes sense. We would have to go and get a pretty big roller, and as a result, that is not going to work out very well for us. Just looking at this at the moment, and I think I'm missing a bit at the headland. I might have to go back and resort that. It's getting pretty late in the day, and the sun is setting. And I don't think it's particularly realistic, to be honest, to be going down to the shop at 20 to 7 in the evening, grabbing a roller and rolling this field. So we are going to leave this field unrolled this year, and it's only about a 2.5% bonus to the yield, I think. So it's not a massive amount. We should still do pretty well off here, even without having everything fully done. We've got 2 rows to do still at this edge. So that should take us up to the top end of the field and back. And then we will just finish off the headland. And I think it'll be gone 7 o'clock by that point easily. And as a result, we're going to be wanting to finish off because it'll be pretty dark by then. It's 7:30. No, it's 20 to 8 in the evening, and we've run out of seed, rather annoyingly. So I'm going to have to go into the yard, back up to the shed, and refill quickly. We have the tiniest bit left to go. So it's actually quite annoying that we've got to take this time out and do this. Thankfully, it's fairly easy for us to access it. We'll refill it. We don't need a huge amount. So let's lift that back up. And away we go again, just to do the smallest bit left at the edge of this field. And there we go. That should do it, I think. So I'm going to get a little bit of a bit there that isn't done and is a little bit bald, but we're going to have to drive over that bit anyway. I just reverse straight out of the field. I think it will probably leave a small patch. I think there's a patch there that isn't actually seeded. So, yeah, there we go. That is that field done for today. We can't roll it. It's 8 o'clock in the evening, but the barley is in, and tomorrow we can turn our attention to the carrots. For now, though, I'm going to leave this here, so all that remains is for me to say
thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Special thanks to all my patrons and channel members. Your support is invaluable in making these videos and helping the channel to grow. For more from Virtual Farmer, check out the links below, follow on Twitch to watch live, and for more videos, subscribe and ring that bell. I will see you next time. Goodbye.